What's up guys, welcome back to another episode here on our Rainy Day Skyblock series. And if you guys haven't been tuned in for the streams over on Twitch, which are the time of recording this, we've done it every day so far. We did make ourselves this little like public mob grinder. So when you come into my island, you'll land here. This is just my current storage. We've got a shopping district over here, which we're trying to buy andesite and tuff. And we're also selling moss and lapis. And then if we come over to our right side, we've actually got a public mob grinder, which we got our chickens, our frogs, our rabbits, and ocelots, and finally our husks, in which you guys on stream, you helped out a ton during this. There was a lot of good comments on how to build each enclosure based on the animal. And yeah, I think my favorite is probably the swamp. And yeah, so in today's episode, we're going to be going on to our farming studies. So if we go into our studies, we've done a bunch of other studies. So mobs, we've completed mobs. Ores, this is just slow progress. Wood, we're on spruce, and that's where we've kind of just like stopped because we wanted to get expert oak. Fish, we've unlocked creature, so we've got all the fishing. We just need to get deep sea to expert to unlock waterless crops. In crops, I've harvested 50,000 sugarcane, but we're lacking every other study. So in this episode, I'm going to get all the way up to melon unlocked and build a farm for. We're not going to be doing wheat because, yeah, we need replanter 5 if we're going to do that. That would be an ideal setup for us. Our iron hoe is looking beautiful with fortune 3, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and then we've got every single blue enchant you can get. So we've got a desert harvester, we've got durable 3, we've got stem guard, tiller 3, and scythe. So with unbreaking 3, durable 3, and tiller 3, this thing is near damn impossible to break. But yeah, and the massive farm we built in the last episode, yeah, which can do 33 blocks at a time. We've been doing a bit of progress on. So we got a ton of moss to get these farms up and going, which is perfect. And my multiplayer is still on. So I was grinding moss just before, and that's the reason for my multiplayer being on still. So let's just quickly pick up all this moss. Thank you. Oh, we lost a bunch there. And let's just start filling up some PVs full of moss. Because if we want to do every farm, we're going to need a bunch of this. So we do still have some filler blocks in, because at the time I didn't have enough to multiply as 33. And oh my god, we got a ton. That's 2 PVs full. We're on to PV 4 now. And come in here again. We got a bunch of moss. That's like almost 3 PVs full of moss, which I like. I like that very much. So it's definitely a lot more effective than this like terrible looking thing that we never want to build again, and maybe we should destroy, but we're probably not going to destroy because it's a lot of work. Oh, that was a lot of words. But yeah, let's get on to this. So if we look at our studies, I believe what we got to do now is bamboo. Yes, we got to do bamboo. Now bamboo grows in a weird way, but we need direct daylight. So to get sunlight or any type of lighting, which we will be using our sunlight, we're going to build a platform on top of the sugarcane. Now it's probably going to be a temporary one because I don't think we get anything from the bamboo. No, we get a trait, so maybe I get it to expert and then I just stop harvesting it altogether. But yeah, let's get a little platform set up for this, and this was probably going to be the easiest one. I don't know why I'm multi-placed. I meant to go to my PV. So yeah, here's our moss. Let's just do 2 chunks, and boom, that is our bamboo farm done. Once we place down the bamboo. So let's head over to the shop. Now bamboo is probably the easiest thing to harvest because it grows so quick. So let's get, I don't know how many pieces of moss we just placed, but we need the bamboo to match it. So let's try this, and let's hope this is enough. So again, we can multiplace this, which I really like, because if we just click on the side, it speeds up the process so quick. And yeah, we should have enough bamboo here. There we go. So you can see it is already growing, and that is a fast rate. Now what I could do is I could expand it another chunk in each direction, which will help me get to expert a ton faster. And yeah, when we come to break this, all we need to do is we can simply just click here and we can instant mine this because we've got efficiency 5. So yeah, we might actually add that extra layer in because it's gonna make a big difference, and it's gonna be so much quicker. Yeah, so we'll go one chunk in each direction. So we'll go one to the left and one to the right. And just like that, we've now expanded it a chunk on either side. So now we've got 4 chunks of bamboo. Whilst we slowly wait for this to grow, let's get on to our next farm. So if we go to /studies, I believe the next one is cactus. Yeah, so we can't place the cactus down, but we can definitely make the platform in which we need to place the cactus. But firstly, I'm probably going to add another layer of this sugarcane below. So we need to plan for that first. Probably won't build it, but we'll plan for it. And then the platform below, we'll start doing the cactus layers, which is going to be fun. And I believe with these, you got to break the top one. And did that work? As you can see there, I get studies, but if I break this, I'll only get 1 study. Yeah, so you got to break the top one. So it's just going to be a case of flying back and forth and going down and down and down, which isn't too bad. So let's quickly get the platform built for this, and then I'll come back and we can start on the cactus farm together. Okay, second sugarcane platform is built. Not going to be building the farm, but we're going to be going on to this next layer. So this is going to be our cactus. And what we're going to do, we're just going to have it flying back and forth. And yeah, we'll probably get maybe 2 or 3 layers of this. It is 8 chunks wide, so I don't know how much cactus that is going to be. If we get cactus every 2 blocks, that's 16 blocks of 8 pieces of 8 pieces. That is 16 blocks of 8 chunks, which should work out at about 128. It's about 2 stacks. It's about 2 stacks of cactus per like row. And obviously the studies go kind of high, so it's about 50,000 we need. So yeah, we'll probably get about 2 to 3 layers of that done. And yeah, let's get straight onto this. So let's make sure our multiplayer is turned off, because that is very annoying. So for this one, we can actually build it in, because we don't need this little edge around it. So let's build it. Well, so that's going to be cactus, cactus, cactus. This is where our sand will be placed, and this will be the platform it rests on. So we can get all of this broken, and then I believe 4 should be nice. So we can swing 4, going side to side. Yeah, 4 should work perfectly. So let's just mark out that 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's build in this rest of the platform, and let's try to get it even. So that is on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So we'll get, that's 2 stacks, 4 stacks, 6 stacks per layer, and 3 stacks down. 3 more. 3 layers in total. So about 18 stacks every harvest. I like those numbers. So let's multiply this by 64. I'm just going to do the 1 for now, just so we can get it that side. And there we go. Let's turn that off. And now we just need to do the same over here. So this block I'm stood on is going to be the edge. That's our 4, 2 gap, another 4, 2 gap, and then our last 4. Perfect. So here we can get rid of. We'll probably make like a little wall here just so we don't go flying out the side when we're going side to side. And yeah, we're going to need a bunch more slabs. So with the blocks we currently have, so we do have a lot of blocks in our inventory, we just need to get rid of the slabs. So let's just multiply this by 64. And then when we run out of slabs, which we do have a couple more stacks, then we can just come in here and simply craft a bunch more. There we go. So that'll line up. Now we've got to bring it all the way to the end. And yeah, after this, we need to get ourselves a bunch of glass. No, not glass. We do not place cactus on glass. We can get a bunch of sand, which I believe is not too expensive in the shop. I believe it's $10 per piece of sand. And yeah, we're going to need a lot of that. So boom, boom, boom. I don't know why there's 2 blocks there. But yeah, that is 1 layer. So we're going to copy this 3 down. But first, let's start placing in some sand, just so you guys can get the idea of what it's going to look like. So we go into the shop, blocks, yeah, sand. Let's just fill our inventory with what we got. Let's make sure our multiplace is definitely off. And basically the pattern we're going for is we just gotta zigzag this. So we gotta go like this, and then boom, and we just gotta make sure we place it right. And we just got to do this all the way across. And then once we've done that, we can start placing cactus on top of it. Did I just put my shovel back in there? So yeah, let's speed up this process for you guys. And there we go, we finished 1 layer, which was probably the most painful thing of my life, because I am so bad at placing sand. Now we got to do all that for the cactus, but we can't buy the cactus yet. So let's see how our bamboo is going. So it's actually not too bad now. I'm not really bothered how I harvest this, just as long as I can get to advanced. Because I don't really need bamboo drops. And I don't need special bamboo for anything either. I believe just flying back and forth like this should do the trick. And that is a beautiful sound. I like that sound. Okay, so that is apprentice. We're on our way to proficient, and then after that we can start getting ourselves advanced in order to start placing our cactus. So we're going to do a quick harvest of this bamboo. We're not going to do a thorough one. We're just going to harvest it as see fit. So it might not be as, probably won't be as efficient. We're not breaking every single block. But yeah, let's see if we can get to advanced with what we've got here. And we have hit advanced. So as I was harvesting it, it just kept growing back anyway. So yeah, maybe 4 stacks was a bit overboard. 4 chunks. Okay, so now that we did get advanced, we should okay. Let me try that again. We should be able to buy cactus. Why is my shop not working? There we go. Yes, we can buy cactus. And yeah, we just gotta repeat the same process we did for the sand, but not for the cactus. Okay, this one's not as bad. When you get a nice rhythm like that, it makes it a lot better. So we're not gonna bore you guys with all the details. Yeah, you already seen us place the sand. You don't want to see us place the cactus as well. So we're gonna get all this placed. Yeah, we'll be right back. Looking nice already. And just like that, we now have 3 layers of cactus. So that is all done and out of the way. Now we're going on to our final farm, in which we're going to be doing in this episode, which is going to be our melons. So, let's hit that PV again. We're going to need a bunch of moss. And we shouldn't need a lot of space for this. So 2 blocks should be enough, because this is where we're going to be running in between. And then we can start on this layer. Now we're probably going to add this rim around it again, just like we did with the sugarcane, because yeah, there's going to be water in this. We just got to firstly plan out where the water's going to go. So when tilling land, the water can actually spread 4 blocks. So we could put a water here, and then we'd have dirt and dirt, so that'd reach. And then I'm just thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get water there, which could be 2 pieces of water. So yeah, let's try that, and then boom. And 3. Is that 3 there? No, it's not. That's why. And oh, we lagged. Didn't like that. So yeah, we get water here on the edge. So we've got water, which will get up to here. Then from here to here, we're not going to be getting water. So this is where our fishing studies, if we had it high enough, would come very handy, because if we go into deep sea, we get waterless crops, in which we won't have to worry about any of this. Oh, and lighting. We won't have light to this level. So that is something else we're going to have to try and figure out. So I'll get 1, 2, 3, I'll get you. And then we can just do that. I don't really like that, so we'll do that. And then this place will have to be a water. Yeah, that's like our only option right now. Until we get waterless crops, and then we can make these farms a ton more efficient. But it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of melon seeds going 8 chunks. So about 2 stacks of each. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. If I calculate that right, that's 12 stacks of melons, which honestly, that is pretty good. So yeah, we just need to expand these platforms. Water will be there, so we do need to make that little corner piece. Water in the middle, and then water at the end. But for now, we're going to take a quick break. If now, we're going to take a quick snack break. So we'll be right back. And snack break is done. Let's get on with this farm. So, just like always, we've got to start by placing in our blocks. So it's going to be there. What's giving this one water? Oh yeah, these ones here will give it water. And you there. Okay, so that is all of our moss lanes. Actually, whilst we're down here, we're also going to fill in our dirt lanes, because we're going to have to till this and water it and do all those things. So water, not water, dirt, sweet. And now let's come back to do our moss. Last few pieces of moss. And back to the dirt, which I don't think I've actually gonna have enough. No, we do not. Okay, so I need 2 more stacks of dirt. Yeah, but before we get that on, let's just move on to the water for now, and we'll come back to our dirt situation. So like I said, this one is going to be water. Come all the way down here. Add an extra lip there. We actually kept the block, because we do need to come under here. And boom. So now we need to bring all these across a couple. And by a couple, I mean a lot of blocks. So you need to turn into dirt. Do the same for you and these ones as well. Okay, so by changing all these into dirt, we can now have the ability to till the land once we get all of our water in. So it's just going to be a case of more slabbage. A buttload of slabs. Let's not forget these ones in between here. These end ones. And then the halfway mark, which we can just, again, multiplace this all the way across. And yeah, it looks like we've got plenty left over. So let's fly over to the end and let's line this up. So it should actually end here. So let's actually get rid of this layer. This layer is going to be where our end slabs will go. Okay, so that will be dirt. And boom. So let's get rid of this bottom one. Okay, so now let's get the water printed in. And yeah. Everything will be a good one. Okay, so we fixed it. We just found some grass. We got the water done. All that's done. And now we're just tilling. And I just want to show you this cool method. Now, the way that I till grass is very quick. So if we just come here. Yeah. So it is definitely fast. And at the moment, I probably am not going to leak this method. But I'll probably share it in a future episode. Maybe halfway through the nether, if you guys already don't know this method. It is cause me to lag. Is that going to... No? Okay. That's fine. But yeah, it is a very loud process as well. But honestly, it is so quick. Like, it takes a few seconds. I don't know if you can hear me over this dirt right now, but yeah. We get this done, and then we'll cut back when you can actually hear me. I just wanted to show you how quick this is. But yeah, we will be leaking the method for the time being. Okay, and just like that, it is now all done. And just like anything else, we can actually just multiplace this and try not to trample my crops in the meantime. So let's multiplace 64. Boom, boom. We are going to waterlog this with some leaves just to make my life a bit easier. So let me multiplace that. And then we can come in here and we can multiplace the rest of the side. And then this is all 8 chunks done. And then all we gotta do is simply wait for it all to grow. And when it all grows, we can harvest that, we can get to advanced. But that is basically all of our farms done, going from bamboo to sugarcane, cactus, and melon. Our wheat farm will be later down the line, as that's going to be a very big one. It's going to be like starting from around here, going all the way down. But yeah, hopefully by the next episode, we've got a lot further in melons, if not expert. And yeah, maybe like even expanded a few more layers onto this, which would be cool. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this episode and would like to see more on this series, then show some love, hit that like button, subscribe with bell notifications turned on. I'll see you all in the next one.